Hey guys, quick update. And no, this is not a very friendly place, let me tell you, hence all the scaffolding around. I still need to go that way, and I'm really not looking forward to it. Um, Alumina, or aluminum, not aluminium, aluminum. My aluminum plant. There is bauxite out there. And I did waste a bit of time trying to fit everything in with the bauxite, and then I realised, well, remembered I should say, you need coal. And there's coal down here. And I still kept playing around trying to fit everything in at the bauxite nodes. And then I finally went, you're being an absolute idiot and wasting your time. And we built down here. All the water extractors to run the alumina. The only issue I am going to have is belting. I don't know why, but I thought the latest belts that I haven't got yet, they're one of the milestones, is 960 a minute. I thought double 480, 960, beautiful. 2 pure nodes, Mark 3 miners on them. 1 belt, no, I was wrong, it's 760. Which is 200 short. So I do have enough here to do both, or all the alumina, the bauxite I should say. But I'm probably going to have to run a second belt, bring more down, which is a little, yeah. Well, I'm sure they did it on purpose. It is a game. It's meant to be challenging. Yeah, it would be nice, but I understand why. I had a bit of a look around now. I found some hard drives out here. There's another one around. I can't remember where I saw it, but it is around between here and there somewhere. So that's what I've been doing. It's taken me a couple of days, or play sessions. And yes, I am definitely using the scaffolding. They're on my way up here, and I will just quickly, actually I'll show you my train station while we're here. On my way up here, because I like to explore from above, it's a slightly safer option in my book. I can see better. It's just how I do things. So, there's my oil field. I now have a train line all the way in, and under that roof there is where we organise all the ingots, and I'm making casing. I've got to bring some copper in. Actually, that's something I've got to do. There is a copper node around here somewhere, but it might be a bit of a hike, so we're going to bring copper in probably from the hub, because I'm not using that copper there, and I know there's a few others around the hub that we could tap into. And silica. I'm short on silica, so I finally get to bring silica out of my quartz mine. Yay! Because it's not actually doing anything except going to the sink at the moment. Now there is silica not far from here, and I have thought about trucking, and there are some beautiful roads in and out of this foresty. We're sort of on the edge and then duck into it a bit further down, and there's some great roads. I did take the truck in there originally, scouted it out. That's how I do it, go and scout out the areas, have a bit of a look around. Try and open up the map as you see all the crates I got here. I've got to clean them up. So, scout out around the place. That is where I have set up my entire operation. I actually convey the bauxite down after building that other long one, which is more crates. That other long conveyor is pretty well right about here somewhere. That's how long it is. Now we are conveying more bloody. Oh, I know what those crates are. Beautiful. Now we are conveying from about here, and I had a beautiful setup in here, and that's a really nice scenery. I do have the hypertube going there because I found some more stuff we're going to go and have a look at in the future, just past it. As you can see, undulations aren't too bad. You can drive in and out. There's a couple of different routes you can take. But basically that's what I do. I go drive in and then I come back in via scaffolding and skyhooks. Now, when I built this one, I think it was this one. It might have been one of the ones I have since deleted from down there. I climbed up the ladder. I stood here and I got attacked. I turned around and there was a massive big spider behind me. I immediately jumped off and used the jetpack to soften my fall. Looked back up and couldn't see it. Deleted the foundation and it fell down to the next foundation under, down there. And it was as big as the entire foundation. It was huge. When he eventually dropped to the ground, he went and killed everything on the floor. There's no more animals down there. The spider. Oh, there's a doggo I've seen, and I'm glad he didn't get that because there's another spider. Yeah, doggo over this way. Yeah, it won't be happy if he attacks one of them. But they do actually hunt other animals, and I have watched one take out half a dozen spitters and those ramming dog things. I can't remember what they're called. There are some big spiders and they actually hunt. They hunt your truck as well. I had one follow me when I did recon. It actually followed me all the way in and was following me out, or not all the way in, but obviously picked me up as I was going in, followed me in, had a couple of goes at the truck, followed me out, and then I managed to get some speed up and we got away from it. I have not seen that one since back at the bauxite nodes, but I'm not taking my chances, let me tell you. Yeah, and that's right, that's you. You can hear them, and I do hear them every now and then, and I must say it freaks me out. I do not, and they jump. I jumped at one point fighting one down in here somewhere, and it jumped higher than what I could. Yeah. So I will definitely be doing the from above option in the future. Probably a bit more, especially if we get into areas like this, where it is actually nice and lush. Visibility afar is not the best. It is easy to be ambushed, and we're not going to take any chances, let me tell you. I was going to set up some water in there. I got some spare coal nodes. I was going to do more coal power, and then pretty much figured decided against it. As you can see, conveyor belts and the yeah, now I'm getting a little stressy. The conveyor belt and the hypertube, that's the word, hypertube, going out that way. When we switch it all on, we'll go for a run out there and I will show you everything. I just wanted to give you a little update as to where we are at. The rendering, this takes a lot of PC power, this particular area. My processor gets a little warmer than usual when we're in here, and I'll tell you what, the GPU cranks up a bit as well. Even though it is not rendering everything. The immersion, the sounds, they're just wonderful. So that is where we're at. That's what I've been doing. I need to sort out the aluminum, sorry, for the all case sheets. You can see in the milestone in the top right. So I've got to bring some copper in and some silica in via train. And then the silica will be brought to here to finish the production. There are a heap of foundries down there to produce a product we can send. I have jumped across and had a bit of a scout around areas over there as well, all the green, and the same on the other side of a couple of crates around. You sort of bring a heap of stuff, dump some, go back and forth, you know the drill. Been over there, managed to actually fly from the top of here all the way over, which I was pretty stoked about, and I can get pretty much all the way down to that bend down there if I do a running jump off the top. So now I have logged in after a dinner break in this factory, walked around a corner, and I had one of those ramen dogs right in front of me, so they definitely despawn in your factories. And we still have our pet in our oil factory over there as well. So silica goes out, and aluminum ingots come in. And then I got 4 floors because we can get a Mark 3 miner, so I'm trying to... All my factories, I kind of thought, well, Mark 1 and then Mark 2, and right, we've got to allow for some expansion, because we might get a Mark 4, Mark 5. We've got Mark 4 in our belts. I think I'm going to get a Mark 5. I'd like a Mark 6. We've got Mark 3 miners. We're going to get a Mark 4 and have even more stuff to have to deal with. So for now, I built this one to deal with the Mark 3 supply, which is 960 bauxite coming out of, I'm pretty sure that's what I worked out. 2 lots of 480. Each floor takes 99 is 180, 30, 30, 60. That's 240 per floor, and I got 4 floors, so 480 and 480. And each floor is pretty much exactly the same. In one of them, we are going to produce aluminium casing. You see 90 ingots, 60 casing, and in the other one, 30 ingots and 10 copper, which I've got to bring in for 30 sheet. And I need the sheet for the milestone and to produce some more items, and I'm starting to see why we need the Mark 3 miners and why I might have to tap into some other nodes, because I tell you, we're really starting to use some gear. The copper not so much, but the aluminum, my goodness. Welcome to bauxite, people. There's a bauxite mine in real life. Oh, doggo! If the spider gets him, I will be pissed. There's a bauxite mine not far from where I live here, and I didn't think the processing was, well, certainly not as bad as coal, and I kind of thought it was comparable to iron, but clearly in this game, bauxite seems to take the cake. So far, anyway. Plus, there's that SAM ore we've got to figure out what we're going to do with. If I seem a bit paranoid, it's because I am. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so I got a lovely little... Now, this was a... And I know I should change the height and bring it up a little bit. I agree. But there is no way I'm doing that. Hey, buddy. What's the button? There we go. Alright. So, hypertubes are done. That's 2 crates down there. How the... interesting. Must be when I was playing around with it. This is the thing, you build something and you destroy it and you're left with a crate. I don't understand. It's not like I know I pick other stuff up during the game, but not when I'm building a hypertube. I build the hypertube and then I focus on picking other stuff up. This is our oil field. Our original oil field. And if you listen carefully, you can actually hear our buddy, our little pet, well, big pet, trapped inside somewhere. He's running around underneath there having a great time. Hence the reason it is walled off to protect me while I was constructing it. And I love this little rampy thing here, and off we go, jump across there. And we're back to oil fields now. I am producing more fuel. These fuel are definitely filling up. However, we're not packaging either. So I have to readjust all of that. I have a train station in here. Oh, that's the other thing I did. I'm still using the truck. One I missed when I redid the roof. I am still using the truck, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to get an exploration train. I actually thought that would hold more than it does. The train, let's face it, it really doesn't hold that much. I was certainly kind of, think it might hold a bit more. It is what it is. It's no major drama, but when your truck can hold more than your train can, yeah, you sort of start to wonder a little bit, don't you? So we're going to dump some heap of stuff in here, and I'm going to go back and pick up those crates. I won't take the train because the truck is already up there. Can I take a... Ooh. Let's take a hypertube. I'm pretty sure I told you. If not, you might have seen. If not, that's alright too. So we have right up the top. Here we go. Let's go for a ride. So I do have some more coal-fired generators producing electricity at the bauxite refinery. Now, so obviously got some foundation work still to do. Still using skyhooks at the moment for our rail. Now, I do have, I think I've got 2 pure nodes left up there of coal that I'm not actually doing anything with, and I was going to pipe some water down because it's all downhill to there, so I could probably even double stack the generators, put one lot on top of the other, and still have the water come through to them. These guys are tough. Still have the water come through to them and produce even more power, but I was playing around with them. That's what the crates are, right out in the middle of nowhere. They're the water that I again don't know why didn't have room. Now that sounds like a spider. I really do not like spiders, people. Really do not like them. Either in the game or in real life, for that matter. So anyway, is this a crate here, or is that my truck? That's hopefully my truck. Let's go this way. So I was playing around with them. Cool. There's one there. See, how does it... Yeah, anyway. Left a couple of crates. So there are some crates up in the middle of nowhere. For reasons I have already gone into, I decided to hightail it out of there and not worry about them too much for now. At some point, at one point, I didn't want to come past these out of the desert. Basically, we're getting more and more confident, exploring more and more. We will be back there, and we will get them eventually. And I may even use that power. We have to have a check of our power, actually. There should be one just here somewhere. Where are you? I'm even tempted now. I do not like playing with my save files. I'm knowledgeable enough to know what I am and am not deleting, but I prefer not to touch them. However, oh, there it is, buried in the rail. There's one there. Where the hell did that come from? These ones I'm not going to worry about. I know what they are. So we will leave them there for now. I've got to organise the trade now. I did actually turn this off. I've disconnected the trade station from the rest of them. That's why the lights are red. Because I hooked up the rail and went, no! Ran back up. Hooked the power. Hooked the power. I don't want it on yet because I don't have the appropriate backup resources to come in. So we might as well not waste anything just yet. I've got to organise. I'm thinking about getting another train to specifically run here. And I'm also trying to decide what it is we are going to do with the casing. The sheet I did have a use for. I can't remember what that is off the top of my head. Oh, of course that's not going to show me anything, you idiots. 911 megawatts for memory. You can always rewind the video if you want to confirm that. I still make mistakes. I'm still getting used to this whole running around without a controller. Good fun though. I am definitely enjoying it. Oh, get away from you. Come on, run. Definitely enjoying it. And yeah, getting used to the whole keyboard mouse thing. Let me in, please. Thank you. So that's my aluminum setup. It's taken me, well, let's face it, all in all, only really a couple of play sessions because I did waste a lot of time putting things in the wrong spot and then deleting it all and starting again. I have found 4 hard drives in my travels. I have 2 of them. One of them, don't tell me I've blocked myself in here. I got up here before. I'm sure this was here when I came up. Maybe not. Oh, and there we go. Oh, these trucks love to bounce, let me tell you. But it's not too bad because if it rolls over, you get out, get back in, and then get back in again. Just hope there's no big giant spiders around when you're trying to do it. I am avoiding killing anything unless, well, apart from spiders. Well, I haven't even killed all the spiders either, so live and let live is my motto, and they do, let me tell you. Sorry, buddy. Oh, I hope that wasn't a broken leg. They do actively hunt anything and everything that moves, so yeah, good fun, good days. So we're going to start having alumina. Now I've got to set up this freight for it first, and then we're going to switch it on, and then we're going to go for a hypertube ride, and I'll show you the beautiful, beautiful nodes where they are set up. That is just magical. Do I want to take this back or do I want to leave it here? I think we might just leave it here for now. Don't need the rifle anymore. This rifle, I am actually enjoying it. It's quite good fun. Especially with the homing ammunition. Although, having said that, it's doesn't always lock on. Let's just put it that way. Yes, so I did have my arbor tube entrance actually tube from there. I'm straight next to that machine, and I am already starting to miss that. since I moved. And that's probably one of my most difficult things I'm finding is where the hell do I put my hyper tubes? The in and the out. The start and the finish of them. It's one of those things. And there you go. That's why. Oh, no. Another neat little trick going the wrong way. That's alright. You can turn around quite easily. So that's very handy. What's over here? What are you? Saying things. The train. And that one's going to end up going further down my rail network. Like I said, it is on skyhooks at the moment, but you can see the basic foundations of where everything is going to be supported. That's copper over there, but it's all being used to make, what is it? How many computers per minute? Not many. 2.5 computers per minute. You need to move. 2.5 computers per minute is what we are making. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to have to increase that. We're going to have to really sit down and have some serious planning, management meetings regarding how, where, how, logistics, the whole bit. There's my little platform. We were standing up there previously looking at that. And my exploration train. Now, just for the record, I'm on the right track. I was going to take you for a quick spin up to the thing that books up, but we can do that later. I'm going to take this back to the hub. Should we put a hard drive in for research? That's a tough decision, tough choice. Okay, that was a little weird, a little wonky. They're iron, just there, but I'm pretty sure there's some copper around here somewhere. I've gone the wrong way. I haven't tapped into yet. Heading out past more iron fields, Oh, there's some copper out this way somewhere. This is where we make heavy modular frames at a whopping, I think, 4 per minute, and all of that and the one in the background is all part of the same process. So it is quite involved. I'm enjoying the challenge of all the logistics of everything. It's quite good. Hey, how come I got a kink in here? Okay. I'm trying to keep my train network as free-flowing as possible. We'll bypass the station. And yes, I am pushing. Did that on purpose. Pushing my 2 rail cars. This will not be set up with auto drive. This is purely just my own. And at some point, we're probably. I'm going to have to put. I've been thinking about making a siding. Sort of build trains in before setting them off. And we'll park this in there as well. Let's go this way. So this is where the silica is that we're going to have to bring to the bauxite refinery section. Yeah, that's not really as circular as it probably should be. I mean, that's actually done painstakingly counting foundation, and it's still not 100%. Okay. Even like that's not really. I mean, and I know when it's not rendered properly from a distance, you can actually see that it's not round, but that's just part of computers, isn't it? You can't really get around. Everything's a straight line. I forgot. I've completely forgot what it is even over there. More scaffolding we have to get rid of. Emergency brake time. I'm going to hit the train. Bugger. I forgot all about this one sitting in here. Hey, though, that is pretty cool. That is very cool. Reroute train. Hey. Ah. So you, I think, have your stuff. Oh, that's the platform. Come on, give me the carriage. There we go. So you got your stuff too. Alright, so we didn't actually lose anything, touch wood. Although things do tend to disappear a little bit in this place. But that's all well and good. Looks like I've derailed that train in front as well. So apologies for that, people. Too busy thinking about other things, obviously. So we'll pull this straight up. I've got to get rid of these Mercer spears and whatever else I've picked up. Oh, there it is. Right now, I have made some of my storage containers underneath the rail setup here. We can now store alien DNA, leaves, wood, flowers. It would not let me specify Mercer spheres, and would not let me specify summer soups. So you cannot put them anywhere except on yourself and then into a personal storage. I'm guessing that we should try sinking them and seeing what happens. We might even do that. Let me reroute. Oh, what about a hard drive? I wonder what would happen if we sank a hard drive. Let me just quickly... There we go. You're reroute and sitting pretty. I'm guessing you are on, are you? Nope. There you are. Beautiful. I'm gonna save it. Let's try sinking this stuff and see what happens, because that's an experiment I have not done yet, and you need to piss off. Bloody Windows, mate. I tell you, Microsoft, they're not the biggest pains in the butt, but they are not far from it with some of the things that... anyway, my rant for the evening. So we're going to save it. And auto-save as well. Alright, let's... only because I want to do this. And then I'm going to reload it. And not do this. So that is why I am going against what I normally say I normally do, because I don't normally reload saves. It won't let me take it. Alright, so that one does nothing. DNA we know will go through hard drive. What are you gonna do? Hey, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so you're not gonna go in either. That I know will. Everything else I know will. Go in. Yep, sync's working. So there we go. You cannot sync hard drives or sloops. What else did we have that we were thinking about? Well, yeah, the other collectible Mesosphere. Yep, that was the other one. And hard drives. So it does nothing. Alright, so load my save, load you. And now we should of course be back to where we were before I took that lifter head off the sink. And we can mosey on, carrying on. Now I haven't got, obviously I'm doing this bauxite and everything just to get this next milestone. Alright, top right hand corner, so we need 200, I think it's all clad or alu clad sheeting. The 100 motor should be fine, the 100 heavy modular frame should be fine, the 100 computers should be fine, it's just the other stuff, the sheeting. These two bad boys, I'm pretty sure I have. Nope, you're still running. Smart plating, I'll run out of smart plating. Interesting. And I switched you. What? Oh, I disconnected you. I did too. So radio control units, we probably want to start manufacturing now that we can get them. Actually, I can do them now. No, I can't. That was the wrong thing. So that's what we want to do. We want to set up 32 casing. That's, see, then 1 and 1. That should be pretty easy. So we can. I've actually been tempted. Sorry, one thing at a time. Ooh, gas filters. Should do a run of them at some point. That's coal. Yeah, come in. What I was doing was thinking, rather, I should say. It's raining. Cool. I like the way the concrete looks wet when it's raining too. This almost looks polished. Which I haven't played around with a lot of that stuff yet, so you know, the different. I've had a look at the grip metal and stuff. It's not really my thing. I did paint the roof, as you noticed, on that bauxite factory. But we got all the. I built this, and I thought I'm going to leave a big open pad because you never know what we're going to use our isolators for. Which is they're made over there in those 4 manufacturers. And then they're sent underneath back into storage and then overflow into one of 2 sinks that we've got. I could utilise this space for our radio control units. You can see a couple of oscillators on the conveyor belt in the distance there. More knows that we just are not actually, there's another one, some of these are actually copper. In here we are going to be manufacturing copper ingots. Not in here. In here. Now at the moment I think I'm doing sheet, yes. So I can just chuck on, set up thing up for copper ingots. We have our 2 railway stations on both sides ready to go. So what we can do, because at the moment we delivered to this first one. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 cars and our train. And the other one's only 3 cars. However, this railway station is a delivery at the moment with 1. So I could always make the front car pick up the copper ingots from here and take them up to the bauxite, and have the back 2 cars pick up the silica from our quartz mine in the distance, and we can just let him sit there, so stay here until you are full and then head off. That may in turn interrupt this one here, currently at the station, that's sitting here for half an hour, because we don't actually make that mountainish product that quickly that it needs to run any more than every half an hour. We also have my exploring train. We also have this one here. Now, a delivery 1, 2, 3, 4 platform. Actually, this is supposed to happen? No, this is wrong. Something's happened. Ah, there it is. Don't mind me. So we have 2 delivering now. They classifiable. Going to be dedicated ore, I guess. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. This train actually stops here on the way back after picking up at the Caterium factory and our heavy modular frame factory, and then goes on down the line. This bypass. Oh, this bypass doesn't get used by that train. Right. Green poison in the distance. So you can just make out, if you're on a phone, my apology, I've got some bad elements, okay. This skybox is beautiful. I'm really loving this guy. The spider's scared. I actually literally jump in my seat. Yeah, not a fan of the spiders sneaking up on you like they do. This factory down here does our... Actually, let's do that. Let's go for a tour of the factories. This factory, because I have actually, with the new... With being able to get the new miners, I have actually had a look at some of the factories, and you get bored of doing the same things, so you go and do something different. I'll tell you what, that heavy modular frame factory over there took that bloody long. I reckon I must have had 6 to 10 goes, at least 6. I would do some, I would do something else, I would do some, I would get another milestone, do something else. I would go over here for the power. On one of the episodes we did, I showed you the major issues I was having with that power plant, because I did it different to the first one. I thought, oh, do it and make it more, make it look nicer and, you know, better plan. And it certainly didn't perform anywhere near as well as the other first one, with everything just in one straight line. But we got there. There's my heavy modular frame factory. 2 per minute. And I've chucked some extra stuff in here. I haven't done it all, but we are... Why you stopped, actually? What is going on? Case industrial beams. We should be getting them. We have an issue in this. Good thing we came over here, people, because we have an issue. And there's a major clog up there. Why are we clogged up here? Why are we not getting any? That's in case industrial beam pipes. Come down here. What seems to be the hold up? Something has just stopped dispensing for some unknown reason. Why have you just suddenly stopped dispensing product? Something... I did not think that that would happen. There we go. We have got... Now, I did the numbers on this. We are not supposed to be getting too much pipe at all. It's supposed to be same numbers between pipe and encased beam coming down, but there's a lot of pipe there, isn't there? Now, I was in the hope that it would just keep using both items. And if I had the numbers right, then how can you have the hold up like that where one overpowers the other? It should never have happened, ever. It should have just kept flowing with the right quantities of each product. End of story. See, I got 2 smelters. That is steel ingots, iron ingots, sorry, to make up the difference, the shortfall that we have at the main factory. This was the first one I built. Copper there. Oh, copper ingots, people. These are copper ingots. We could take copper 120 as a, that's a pure one too. So we can even take the 10 per machine, 20, 40, 80 copper ingots per minute out of here. That would actually work really, really well. As you see, I've put some stuff in getting ready for the next upgrade of miners. That is the concrete plant, or one of, for the encased beams. The other one's over there, where it is, concrete. You can see that one's being used currently. I think this one. Oh, what? Now that has not happened in a long, long while. Let me tell you. This one here is for these other 2 floors, which we are not currently using. Now, why do we have... I have not had an issue with this at all. So, we must be running on battery at 600. It won't even tell me the capacity now, will it? Bugger. That means the that means the hypertube's not gonna work either. Oh, that's bloody disappointing. This has been running fine. Has not had an issue. So there's my coal. Power over that way now. What do you use? Transport, hypertube entrance. It doesn't tell me how much power it takes. Don't you love it when they don't give you all the information you actually... No, I want you... And these rails are, I've got to say, getting a little bit annoying. The inability to be able to see actually through them and pick stuff. Two. Let's split you. Come on, split. Can I not split? No, I cannot. Chuck it all in. Hypertube time. Let's go figure out what's wrong with this bloody power plant again. As soon as you can, maybe that means we haven't been making much of the frames this entire time, and that's why we haven't had an issue. It is very, very possible. Great little bit of exploring through here. Slightly nerve-wracking. I've got some sulfur around here somewhere. Now, I was thinking about making compacted coal, and that's what happens when you come out of there. It's great ride. I love it. So what's actually happening here, people? It's the bloody water issue again. I have to redesign this. I've got to pull all this apart. I'm going to come empty-handed. Dump all the stuff I'm hanging on to. This is the one that we fixed up with those pipes in there, instead of having to use pumps. Yeah, that's really annoying. I've got to say, that is really, really annoying. And I should have dumped stuff in. I'm angry at myself now. Now I want to reload that same, that original save, but we're not going to, because now I need biomass for biomass burner to get at least one of these bastards up and running. And excuse my French, but at the moment that's pretty much what I'm thinking of them. They can be running for so long. Not a drama at all, and then all of a sudden they just do not want to work anymore. Oh, I got flowers, that's alright, and wood. You hear it crank straight up. But I don't get what the problem is. You see it burning. Why aren't the rest of you hooked up? We have a major problem. You were running. Why? Actually, I know what an issue might be if we just. Oh, it's got the ramp here. If we disconnect that. That might help get it along. Come on, down the stairs. Insert fuel. I gotta redo these catwalks too. You got water. That 600 should turn into what do we got? 618. Should be 1800 megawatts coming out of this complete factory here. But we're only producing 600. Why are you guys not up and running? There's something wrong. Something's not connected somewhere. Something is not connected. You're fine. Maybe that's why they're tripping. It's not the water, it's actually something else. See, so you guys definitely got power. And I think this is the other thing I've got to do each time these die is just come in here, get rid of that, go into here, oh we are, we need noodle for these. They just replace the pipe and it's enough to kickstart the system. There we go. And I have stood here and watched this entirely, and it doesn't even lose water. I just do not quite get it. I don't know why it keeps fluctuating, to be honest. Now they should all get up and running. And they're all hooked together, so why is it only 1200 megawatts? It should be more. But now they're running sweet. No, I've only got, that's why I've only got the front two running. Did I turn the water off to the back ones, did I? I've got enough coal to supply all of that, surely. Surely I've got enough coal. What do we got here? 240. These are 30 each. Yes, so that's 8. That is 8. Why are you not? You don't have water. Maybe that is the problem. I forgot to hook the water up at where those manufacturers. Great God, I'm using too much power. That could definitely be an issue. Now they're powered. So this is the problem. Having to reprime everything. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to redesign this the same as the first one we did. The first one I actually made. The second one I made. First one was a temporary one. Right next to the hub. We will redesign this completely and make it like the other one. There we go. That's better. Now how much power does it tell me I've got? 1800 megawatts, and that's steady, look. Absolutely steady. Yeah, not really sure why that keeps cutting in and out. Did that just blow again? How did that just blow again? Interesting. That's the first time it's actually done that. Very interesting. Let's bring you down here. So 14, so we're making more than that. I don't understand why 1800 278 14 and 278 is nowhere near 1800. And it's only consuming 395 now. And we're making the full 1800. I don't get what is the problem. I just don't get it at all. Switch it back on. You should power up, come on. Bearing in mind I do not have all this hooked up to the mains yet, the main power grid. Because I don't want that tripping and then all trains and everything just cutting out. And now we're running fine again. And we're showing 1800 megawatts. So we're not even using 700 of that, so I really do not know why. If anyone knows why they're doing that, please let me know, because as you can see they're working fine. So if it's a water pump issue, they should be working now. And I know it's a 10 metre head lift, I've probably got more than 10 metres, but it works. Having to kickstart them by deleting a pipe, that's fine doing it once, twice, whatever, but now they're up and running like this, there should be no reason, and plugged in, there should be absolutely no reason why they should die like they have been doing. It's got me baffled. Oh, don't tell me that is switched off. Oh, good, it's just because we're out of hearing range. Good fun building this, I tell you. Getting everything mounted just right. Like I said, we've been leaving as many of the animals to it as possible. Killing the spiders if I have to, but trying to work with all the others to live and let live, basically. Yeah, everything seems to be running alright again now. So we have our extra iron coming in from there, and same on the other side with the concrete. Ooh. There's a copper node out that way as well from memory. There was an animal around here, spitter. I don't remember killing him. Yeah, I know they come backwards and then go back that way, but they come back and they get processed. So you see, all of our coal comes in. I don't know why I just built that. Just anyway, don't really need it, but it seems to work out alright. So each floor is pretty much the same. We have all of our coal and iron being made into steel ingots. One lot gets made into beams and then goes into, and we have a hold up again. See, that's a 1-for-1, so that's a bit better ratio. Maybe it's because everything stopped and everything, or something stopped and everything got backed up, that I have that supply issue at the other end. May have to look at that. But basically everything comes in, gets all joined into the one, and off they go. But the copper, being 480 potential, has its own 480 belt underneath. And no, I'm not doing anything with that copper. I just thought I would harness it while I was out there. The additional iron ingots, because we were short after all the iron nodes that I have around here. I'm still short. Yeah. So that iron node is being used, as you can see, and we are making rods which then get made into screws. This iron node isn't being used, as you can see. Oh, that's another storage container coming. What the hell is that doing down there? And this one makes screws, I think, as well, from memory. Yep, rods into screws. We do need some just plain rods, of course, which are made up here. That has been expanded. That is ready to be switched on. I did that in between times, and that'll utilise this entire factory and make enough to run all 4 of those manufacturers. But I have to upgrade the other miners to Mark 3s and stuff yet. Hey, maybe we do that. Maybe we turn on the other 2 manufacturers, which will take more product. Maybe. Alright. And I'm really not the best PC gamer, am I? That one there, which still needs some foundation work. It's sitting on sand. That one, again, you can see it's not 100%, but it makes all the plates, which underneath me get turned into reinforced plates quite nicely. And reinforced plates get turned with the rods, which are slowly coming down, get turned into modular frames. And then all that gets fed, of course, into our manufacturers. So the modular frames get made right there. The steel pipe gets made over there and comes along with the encased industrial beams, and then the screws get made locally. And that is our computer factory. Sorry, our heavy modular frame factory. seems to be going alright. What about this one? Are you backed up on? You are too. Let's get rid of you. I don't know why that had too many steel pipes coming through. I have done the figures, and actually, real quickly, I've got a spreadsheet. I've done it all out for the entire heavy modular frames, all the way back to the raw ores on how many of each and into what machine doing or what process is required. And then I tweaked the system to suit the requirements, so we should not be using any more or any less. And as you can see, 75% making pipe, 75% on pipe. Okay, 13.33 steel beams per minute. In order to make the appropriate number of encased industrial beams. Even this one's not running at 100%. Nothing in here, well, everything in here has been tweaked to suit the exact numbers that we need for our factory over here. So why it's getting clogged up like that, yeah, have to keep an eye on that. It should not be in theory, but obviously in practice. And this isn't the first time materials are gone missing. So yeah, my modular frame factory. Why do you not have power? Did I never ever hook you up? Oh well, there you go. It would appear that I never did hook that up. Interesting. And there's my copper, just sitting there waiting to be. Oh, so we could see. So we could quite easily modify this train station to take all of that copper out of my hands and take it. Why did I just hear something power down? There we go, power back up again. So we could definitely do that, take the copper from here. Obviously I haven't thought too long and hard about the power supply situation for that. One easy way to do it, I guess. Spawn out, come straight off the train station. That is mains power, so even if that thing trips, it should still work. Nice view between the rails. Normally it is actually quite a nice view. From, as I speed along, it's sucked through to the other side. Factory I haven't touched in a long time. That's making plates for reinforced plates. That's where my reinforced smart plating. Actually, no, smart plating was getting made over here. And you switched off. You just don't have power. Reinforced plates and rotors, they get made here too. There's my rotors, and you need rods. Why are you not getting... Have I just killed absolutely everything in here, have I? I know why. I know why. We go like this, and we go like... nope, we don't. We just do this. On. Voila. Everything will start to be manufactured again. We'll have more smart plating coming through, and yeah, that will solve that problem. Except that problem. I've actually disconnected you completely. I don't know why I would have done that. Reinforced iron plates. They should be coming through there. Excess from this. Reinforced iron plates, modular frames. And then they come down and they come into here to make smart plating. And that's really not very straight, is it? Maybe that. Oh, that might be why I switched to. I'll have to rework some of this side. I don't want to go that way, please. Thank you. And a reinforced plates. This is actually probably the second factory I ever did. This one right here. And we're also making cable and wire here. The theory behind it is that the plates come across. And you can see I actually built these before, so hole in the wall walls came along. So yeah, all of our plates, and have I switched you off? If watch your momentum in this game, I'll tell you, it is really good at no power. Why do you have no power? I must have disconnected the power here accidentally at some point. Anyway. Well, that doesn't clip. It goes under, people. It goes under. I'm telling you, it goes under. And then you go. Why do you go over to there and not over to there? That's in the wrong spot. Or start. I've completely cut all the power to this for some reason. From here, yeah. Yep. And where do you go? Yep, you're the one. You are the one. There we go. Alright. So I cut the power to that factory just by deleting that line there. Now we should get some more reinforced plates. Now these are actually, the reason they're there with the copper is because they're stitched reinforced plates. You see I don't need any more wire and cable, so I've just left them sitting there for now. And cleared out most of down here. I've still got a few little things to get rid of. That's, I'm pretty sure, is empty. But every time I go to delete something, I'm left with a bloody crate. And I keep forgetting to empty my inventory first. So that is where we are at with, well, the stuff that we had before we got that last upgrade. If we go this way, I need a drink. We will go to probably, yeah, after the factories are there, I'll then build this, because that rock is the rock we took the coal over from just over here, this coal here, for our very first temporary coal power plant. And then this was one of the factories that I built not long after, and as you can see, I have since adjusted it. We have absolutely mobbed 3100 megawatts of power in storage in case we have another fryer. You see I've been working at doing some compacted coal. Don't do that, dumbass. I need some rails around. Obviously this one here takes us back Actually, that's the one we want. This one here takes us to the other side, where our rods and encased beams are. Just over, if I can get there without getting sucked in. Over there. And we have and then the quartz is just around the corner from that. And that hypertube will take me to that factory. I'll run through that factory. Another hypertube takes me to the quartz factory. Quartz and silica. I've actually got to. Should probably have gone. You see sand moving in already. Look, over some of our foundations. Over some of our footings rather. That's our quartz, silica, and then this here out this way is our motor factory, which I've started to update as well. Little bits here and there. When I saw that extra miner, I got a little bit ahead of myself. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit ahead of myself, and started changing some of the floor plans and getting everything ready basically. You see a lot of red lights because that's ready for Mark III miners, and we don't have Mark III miners yet. But this coal plant, it's still going great. This thing is the first one I did, and it just does not miss a beat at all. Those two down the end are yeah, again, expansion plans. They're not actually hooked up to anything. No power, no water, no coal. You can see it in the end. And a much better catwalk system. Much better. Oh, actually, that's a point. I left that biomass still over there. I use 100. I'm going to use 135 of the 960 coal from that very long conveyor that I did in the motor factory, and then the rest comes into those ones, which is why it's like it was. But they're just not missing a beat at all. They're all full of coal, they're all full of water, well, mostly. Maybe we caught this one, but sure, this is a very slow drain. I mean a very slow drain. And then all I had to do down here, well, I kind of botched it, I gotta say, because it doesn't need all of this pipe at all. Most definitely it does not need 2 rows. And as you can see, I've actually got the pump on the top pipe, not the bottom one. And more water flowing through the top, but there's still a little bit every now and then flowing through the bottom. And that feeds absolutely every single one of them up the top, left and right. Much better setup than the other. I thought the other one would be more compact because this kind of sticks out the end a bit. They're pretty long in comparison to the generators they supply, which are all the way back up here, which is why I went that other design. That's full, and that's full. So maybe we are losing a little bit of water somewhere. So I'm pretty sure I would have primed these up when I added those pumps and stuff to make sure that they're all running. As you see, they're all running 200% because of all the coal that I have from those other 2 nodes coming in. Mark III belt, so that's 270 a side, and we need 240 a side. 8 at 30 is 240, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 a side, 240. So those Mark III belts are more than enough to keep the thing fed. Now it's not this coal in this one. this one, and this one. That's really bad. That's like impure. They're normal. They only feed one side. They're running at 120 each, I believe. I think they're still yeah, they would be Mark 2s that I don't have Mark 3s yet. Excuse the hole in the floor. 120 each, 240, and I can't remember if it's 30 or 60 out of this one. 60. And then with the excess from that very, very long conveyor, well, what's left there, what's not used, you see on the left there, they're coming out of this here motor factory, and that's a Mark 4 belt doing 480. It's not quite there because there's only 480 coming from the two mine sites, 2 nodes, and then a whole chunk of it gets used. That would be that one. And a whole chunk of it gets used by, what are they called? Foundries? Yes, foundries, who make steel ingots which then go through the system. And all of this makes me potentially 15 motors a minute. It's a lot, but it's for 15 motors a minute. We don't need that many just yet, so that's good. But you never know, we're probably going to need more. And that's a daunting thought, I can tell you. So yeah, that was one of the first long conveyors I did, and I learnt a lot doing that. Very upset that truck didn't work. Excuse me. Yeah, very upset that truck bay didn't work. But it has proved fortuitous, especially with the bauxite, because now I don't have to worry about trucks running out of fuel in the middle of a very scary forest full of baddies. It's all conveyed, and conveyors don't use any energy, any fuel, any energy. So the only fuel I'm using is for my jetpack, which is why that pack is just not running. And we're slowly building up a stockpile of reserve of fuel. I haven't even gone to that second oil field again yet. It's not producing anything. There's a few machines there, and that is about it. And my train has not come for a while, it would seem. Don't tell me we're having issues with that as well. So basically the plan is, it's got what, 3 carriages, and the back one's the delivery, so the third one, so 1, 2, 3 has to be silica, and only silica. Now if we go into here and into here, and if we go North Port, load only, quartz crystal. Done. That means that all the silica will stay, and all the silica can then come into this one here. And I now have to also remap this, don't How do I stop you? You're not even on, so you can go. And we will replumb all this up. Actually, how do I get that train to do a run? Next stop, yeah, because it's still sitting there. Cancel docking, go. There we go. Now it'll do a run and empty everything. It will come to here first. This one, we're actually starting to get some fair distance away from the hub. And the hub is really not in the middle. The middle is really here somewhere. And I've gone into some of this, but I really want to, because that's quite nice and open. And I know I can't remember exactly what now, but I've got some other ore deposits up in here. There's coal, there's sulfur, and there's something else, I think. But I pretty much was just utilising out here, and that's our heavy modular frames. And the power plant I'm having issues with is just here, and there is another one I can set up on the beach. Plus the one I can set up here, plus the extra fuel ones I can set up here somewhere. So we really got a lot of options for power, and we're not really using that much at the moment. Plus I've got that 3100 megawatts in battery storage. So I'm going to let it empty all this silicon. It should be, oh my god. How long has it been since we had a train collection? That is a little bit of a worry. But at least that's a lot easier to restart than running halfway across the map to, well, halfway, or not even halfway across my known area of the map, the bits I have uncovered, i.e. nearly all the way to the motor factory each time, to reset the trucks when they don't work properly when I load in. Much easier just doing it. Just cancel docking and send the train on its way. I can do that every time I load in if I have to. Not a problem at all. And we should sit in the not too distant future. And these bloody crates, man. I'm very tempted to go in and just go, you know what? I'm going to modify my save. And I'm going to get rid of all the crates. I still got that truck stop there too. I haven't deleted that yet, only because I just haven't actually got down there to do it. Same with this one. This one's actually got compacted coal as fuel still sitting in it as well, so when I get the compacted coal sorted out, that one will go. And I built that train station for the and we're not even using it. So there you go. Don't need it for the bauxite because there's coal already there, and I'm not even using all of that coal either. I've got 2 pure nodes sitting over there at my bauxite refine. Yeah, the bauxite refinery plant up in the hill on that next to that lovely little lake, the one that ties massively the open air factory. I've got 2 pure coal nodes just sitting there, so I could plumb them down. It's just like, I looked at bringing a train right up to and I did do some, I spent a lot of time seeing how I could corkscrew it around, and they're just, yeah, we need to come up that way from somewhere different, and it may be through here. We may end up utilising the offshoot this way. This riverbed is really nice. We could definitely bring it through here, and then that brings us into the back of here, and then somehow get over there. It's definitely a possibility. They've got some deep water there, so we could even look at having a separate sort of rear. So I know there's some nodes in here, and here, well, sorry, my apologies, not there. Some nodes in here that I haven't tapped into yet, that could be worthwhile. So we could definitely look at coming through here. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's not going to be easy, but we should be able to do it fairly well. It is good fun exploring up through this part, I must admit. I did enjoy that. Haven't been there for a long time. The beach was a little daunting, but seemed okay in the end. You can get your truck up and down. And I have kind of just stopped here with my exploration. All of this side was done when I came up this way to get into here, and so I haven't really explored this. It's just opened up because I could see it. And the same with most of this here, actually, to be honest. I haven't actually explored it. It's just opened up, and I know there's some quartz here. And a thermal thing. So yeah, that is where we're at, and our train is going to finally take all this crap away. And it's not going to load the silica, so I'm going to have to call this video here, or this bit of this video, this little update. When this gets fed in, replumb this and set it up for a silica over in this one. And then the copper, and then start supplying our bauxite. Beautiful. The system's gonna work eventually. I'll have a lot of silica I've got to get rid of. Actually, I should have made it take both that time around, shouldn't I? Alright, we might make it do another one. I think I will. I'll do that off camera. So what I want to do is basically empty this, because quite clearly the train has not been running for a little while, which is a bit upsetting. Things are coming to a halt at home. You just don't know. You don't realise, because nothing actually tells you there's something wrong. It just doesn't run. The trucks didn't. But at least with the trucks, I guess when you're hitting the map, you can see that one's sitting out in the middle of nowhere, i.e. over here somewhere. You can actually see it just sitting there. And if you watch it for long enough, you realise it's just not actually moving. So that's where we're at. I'm going to fix this up for the silica, fix up some copper, and figure out, I'll put it in the third carriage. That could be an issue for the copper. I might have to get the copper out of the motor factory. I mean the heavy modular frame factory, after all, to stick it in that third wagon. So I've got one delivery and two pickup. Otherwise I've got to build a whole new train station, and I don't really want to do that at this point. And I think for our needs for now, I can actually set it up so that it goes to the heavy modular frames. Well, comes here, goes there, then goes and drops off, then comes back here and gets more silica, goes yeah, that might work. We shall have a look and see how we go. And there's going to be there's way too many ingots, copper ingots coming out of that place for it. That's going to cause a backlog. See, that's going to be another issue, so we can't do that either. It's got to be 10. Maybe I'm making a mistake relying too much on numbers. As long as the numbers add up. Theoretically, you can't be putting too much of one thing in, because there's exactly the right amount of both. This game, for whatever reason, isn't actually following that rule. But it is a game, and it's meant to be exciting and challenging. Satisfactory, programmable splitters. That's what we need. A programmable splitter that actually you can say, I want 30 a minute of whatever out this side, or put them out until you've dispensed 500, then stop. That is a programmable splitter. I think they got a little bit wrong when they called them the smart splitters. Every splitter should do that, really. Identify a product left and right. Although that is a nice upgrade from the basic. It goes in all 3 directions, whatever you send in it. But the programmable, maybe in one of the upcoming updates, there'll be another splitter. I don't know, an adjustable programmable or something. That we could actually say, well, I want 10 per minute distributed please onto this conveyor line, and then we can really, because let's face it, mixing product on conveyors is what we want to do. You don't want a conveyor for every product. We want to mix them. It's part of the fun. Alright, so I'm going to get stuck in and doing that. We just had an autosave. I really need a drink if I cough my guts up again. And we'll be back when I hopefully... we'll come back when I can switch the bloody thing on. How's that? Alright guys, hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you later.